Hello, my name is Sandra Wanberg, Career Center Advisor at Alliance for Workforce Development. Today, we are going to be covering industry sectors, how to identify them in your local region, career pathways, and community partnerships. We will demonstrate how all these concepts work together to create more successful outcomes for clients. I will be joining you again in a short while to talk about community partnerships. But first, I will be handing you off to Erin, who will begin with industry sectors.
Hello, my name is Erin Clark, and I am a Program Supervisor for Alliance for Workforce Development in Butte County, California. We are one of 6 counties in the NORTEC region. Let's jump right in and talk a bit about industry sectors. So what exactly is an industry sector? When talking about industries and occupational sectors, people are usually referring to a group of companies that operate in the same section of the economy or are a similar kind of business. We often hear these terms used interchangeably, so why put them together? Well, they actually have slightly different meanings. The difference is usually a matter of scope. Sectors are actually industries organized according to the Standard Industrial Classification Codes or North American Industry Classification System classification schemes. These consist of a group of organizations that make like products or provide related services. The economy can be broken down into 15 industry sectors, as you see on the slide, such as agriculture and natural resources, health, science, and medical technology, manufacturing and product design, or public services. Industries, however, represent more specific groupings of companies that have very similar business activities. The number of industries within a sector can vary, and they can often number in the hundreds. To give you an example, let's take a look at the healthcare industry sector. By this example, when we break down the economy, the first groups are sectors. In this case, health science and technology is our sector, which describes a general economic activity. Then, all of the companies that fall into that sector are broken down further into industry categories. This groups together companies that share closely related business activities. From here, industries can be subsectored even further, creating more specific categories or groupings. As you can see, it is a matter of scope. Sectors are a very broad classification, while industries are more specific and can be further subcategorized. So what do we mean by industry sector strategies? Why is it important? Sector strategies are partnerships of employers within one industry that bring government, education, training, economic development, labor, and community organizations together to focus on the workforce needs of an industry within a regional labor market. How does this help us? What are the benefits? Sector strategies improve employment opportunities for workers and increase their wages once they're on the job. As well, understanding and creating industry sector strategies are important in the development of career pathway systems and individual occupational advancement opportunities. Benefits for regional businesses often include increases in productivity, reduction in customer complaints, and decline in staff turnover, all of which reduce costs and improve the competitiveness of their companies. The innovative development and successful implementation of regional sector partnerships are a great benefit to the entire economic community. Next, we'll take a look at predominant industry sectors in the NORTEC regions and how we apply these strategies.
Hello everyone, my name is Malvina Grand and I am Service Coordinator at the Grass Valley Business and Care Network, and we are operated by Alliance for Workforce Development. Thanks to Erin and her in-depth explanation, we all now know what industry sectors and sector partnerships are. What I will be going over is what are the predominant industry sectors within NORTEC region, which is where our group members are located, and what careers fall within these industries. Before I get to the sectors, however, I will share with you a little bit more about what NORTEC is and what is its location, and then we'll summarize everything. So NORTEC, Northern Rural Training and Employment Consortium, is the Workforce Development Board, which provides oversight, guidance, and direction for the Federal Workforce Investment and Opportunity Act, also known as WIOA, in the region known as the Workforce Development Area. There are 46 of these regions throughout California, and each one of them has a local workforce development board. NORTEC's region consists of 11 northern counties, and they include Butte, Del Norte, Lassen, Modoc, Nevada, Plumas, Shasta, Sierra, Siskiyou, I said that wrong, it's Siskiyou, Tehama, and Trinity counties. These counties are shown on the slide in front of you, and just for fun I marked the location of our office, marked with a red arrow, and also says Grass Valley on it. And as you can see, NORTEC covers a very large area, approximately 32,000 square miles, and that covers 24% of California. And so now that we all know what NORTEC is and where it's located, I would like to talk to you about the industry sectors that are predominant in this rural area. So priority sectors within NORTEC's region include healthcare, agriculture, manufacturing, information technology, and tourism. Yes, some of these are probably very important in your area as well, as they are throughout the country. We really try to concentrate on these sectors to ensure that we serve both the local employers and the job seekers better. As Erin explained earlier, through the partnerships between the community, employers, educational services, and the governmental agencies, we try to meet common goals such as self-sustaining wage, lower turnover rates, better productivity, and better opportunities for the job seekers and employees who can hopefully move up, make more money, etc. There are a lot of different careers that fall within each of these priority sectors, but I just really wanted to cover some of the most common ones. And so here are the list. Let's go ahead and look at it. So within healthcare, we have registered nurses, LVNs or licensed vocational nurses, medical assistants, personal care aides. In agriculture, we have farm workers, agricultural equipment operators, fishers, and hunters. And I have a fun fact for you guys. As I'm sure you guys all know, California farmers grow almonds. But did you know that 70% of the world's supply, yes, I said world's supply, of almonds comes from California? It's pretty crazy, right? But going back to our industry sectors, we have now manufacturing. And in manufacturing, we have laborers and material movers, welders, solderers, sewing machine operators, and industrial machinery mechanics. Now this field, while laborers are entry-level positions, however, the mechanics involve some intense training. So we try to help the employers find skilled employees by either assisting with training to some of our clients or helping employers fill the positions with on-the-job training clients where they get trained while working on the job. And then we have the next industry sector, information technology, where we have software developers, system analysts, computer programmers, and that's also a field that the employers in our area are struggling to fill because they're highly skilled. And then we have tourism, which we have cooks, food supervisor, housekeeping, cleaners, front desk associates, and again, a lot more other careers that we could be listing and listing. These are just the most common ones. And so in a summary, Nordic region is a lot different than the rest of the California. We are very rural. And just to recap really quick, the 5 sectors that are priority in our area are healthcare, agriculture, manufacturing, information technology, and tourism. And so right now I will hand you over to Christine, who will be going over what a career pathways are. So I hope you enjoy her presentation.
Hello, my name is Christine Farrell, and I'm going to be discussing understanding career pathways as part of this presentation. We previously went over industry sectors and what sectors are in the NORTEC region. We are now going to be going over career pathways for possibly some of those industries and occupations in those sectors. Some of the things we will be reviewing are career pathways and WIOA, career pathways as a system, the client's focus, individualizing a career pathway, and then reviewing some of those examples of a career pathway. Career pathways and WIOA means a combination of rigorous and high quality education, training, and other services that are going to align with the skills needed by the industries, preparing the individuals to succeed in a range of education options, including counseling to support an individual in achieving their career goals, including, as appropriate, education and training opportunities for a specific occupation or cluster, organizing education, training, and support services to meet our clients' needs and accelerate that educational and career advancement, and helping individuals enter or advance within an occupation or occupational cluster. We need to be thinking of career pathways as a system. It's a collaborative partnership among workforce development agencies, educational agencies, human service agencies, businesses, and as well as other community stakeholders who share that common mission and goal of meeting the vital needs of businesses and job seekers, which of course are ultimately going to strengthen our local economy. An effective strategy to helping workers acquire those marketable skills and industry recognized credentials are by encouraging that collaboration across those specific institutions. So we're going to have the employer's demand and the labor supply. And for employment, a client's going to follow that career pathway to move into that industry partnership, which ultimately, is going to meet those employment needs on the employer side and the employment needs on the job seeker side. Now that we better understand that career pathways is a system, it's a collaborative effort in helping a client on their path to an occupation that they want to get into. What does that mean for our clients? Career pathways enable individuals to secure industry valued skills or credentials which are ultimately going to lead them to employment or the ability to advance to higher levels of future education and employment. So we need to remember that is the focus of a career pathway. We're going to be focusing, the clients we're going to be focusing on getting them on a career pathway are possibly high school dropouts. They could be high school graduates with little or no college. They could be just adults who need to upgrade skills to advance in their current job, displaced workers, veterans, ex-offenders, and so on. Career Pathways has 3 core features. Well-connected and transparent education, training, credentials, and support services, multiple entry points for both those well-prepared clients and our targeted population, and multiple exit points. The nice thing about a career pathway is it's going to offer that route to skilled professions, and each step allows the participant to gain a marketable skill set and credential, preparing them for the next job on the career path. They could start in the beginning, they could start in the middle, they could start more towards the end, and they can get out at multiple exits. So it doesn't have to be you start here, you end here. Adults are going to develop a set of skills at the beginning of a standard career pathway in one sector and then find that those skills also apply to another sector or job family. So when we look at career pathways, we need to tie a client's past work history to a variety of career pathways or employment opportunities based on the types of skills he or she has developed. And as we all know, clients' career plans often change and they end up changing career paths. And this may happen once or twice or many times throughout a client's career. Lastly, here's some examples of a career pathway. As you can see, those under maybe getting business management accounting and those in healthcare. You can start at the bottom, be maybe a medical assistant, moving up to an LVN, to an RN, or start in the middle and to the top. And as you can see in the accounting focus, the different types of certificates or degrees you can earn, and then those employment opportunities that are available if they take that educational route. So just a few examples of the career pathways.
So far, we have discussed industry sectors and career pathways. Now we bring it all together with the establishment of community partnerships. What are community partnerships? Community partnerships exist when a WIOA service provider collaborates with a training partner to assist a client. Why do we need them? Identifying and establishing the partnerships needed ensures our clients are successfully trained in the occupations which are in demand in our community. Community partnerships often result in local employment for our clients, contributing to the tax base and putting money back into our local economy. In many situations, the partnership removes a client from a life dependent on social services and transforms them into a productive member of society, saving tax dollars at the same time. Examples of local partnerships include community colleges, regional occupational programs, or ROP, adult school or education, trade schools, and universities. In Chico and Orrville, we are very fortunate to have several partners that we work with successfully on a regular basis. Because we have these established strong relationships, we are able to provide assistance to clients in a seamless manner. Our local providers are Butte Community College, which offers 32 approved programs, Orrville Adult Education, which offers 5 approved programs, Butte County ROP, which offers 6 approved programs, and CSU Chico, which offers only 1 approved program, the Registered Nursing Program, that is a 5-semester program compared to Butte College's 4-semester program. Once your local partners are identified, you will need to take the following steps. Number 1, contact the heads of the appropriate departments to establish relationships with the proper individuals. 2, confirm the provider and the desired programs are in CalJobs as approved ETPL choices. 3, if the provider is not in CalJobs, have them take the required steps to get the school and programs added. I have provided a flow chart to demonstrate our procedure to get new providers and programs added. Examples of our local community partnership pathways. Above is a flow chart of 2 different paths using community partnerships that students can use to take to complete the registered nursing program. Students choose different paths depending on their financial needs. If they need to work to make ends meet, it may be worth it to take the CNA LVN RN path so they can earn the maximum while they continue their education or while they wait to get into the impacted RN program. Sometimes the wait for the Butte College RN program can be as long as 2 years. If a client can earn $22 to $25 as an LVN while she waits to get into the RN program, that would be much more beneficial than working as a CNA. Becoming an LVN can also speed up the time it takes to get into the RN program, as more experienced students are often given preference. Why is the partnership important? The rewards of a post-secondary education for clients provide a major gateway to family-sustaining jobs. It leads to greater earnings than just a high school diploma or a GED, up to 19% more, and it offers job security in a weak economy, resulting in less unemployment. The rewards of a post-secondary education for community partners include more successful completions of training programs, which aids in the recruiting process. increased transition of clients from training to self-sufficient employment, and greater earning power for clients, which adds a boost to federally reported results for both partners. The federal government is now demanding colleges post accurate employment results so that incoming students can make more informed decisions regarding their occupational path. When we partner with other providers, there are two entities watching over the student to help them achieve results, which usually leads to a more successful outcome. The Obama administration has established the Gainful Employment Regulation, requiring vocational programs at for-profit higher education institutions and non-degree programs at community colleges to meet minimum thresholds with respect to the debt-to-income rates of their graduates. Programs that fail to meet these minimum requirements could lose access to all federal financial aid, putting them at a greater risk for closing. Working with community partners ensures success for all the entities involved. The training provider has a successful graduate, the student obtains a skill that leads to self-sufficient employment, and the WIOA provider meets their performance measures with both successful training and entered employment, resulting in a win-win-win situation. This presentation has been brought to you by Erin Clark, Malwina Grant, Christine Farrell, and Sandra Wanberg. We hope you have found the information on industry sectors and career pathways to be beneficial in establishing your own community partnerships with your local providers. Thank you. The following references are for industry sectors as presented by Erin Clark. The following references are for the NORTEC region industry sectors as presented by Malwina Grant. The following references are for understanding career pathways as presented by Christine Farrell. The following references are for community partnerships as presented by Sandra Wanberg.